The finish line you're sprinting toward is a mirage. Every ounce of your effort is focused on that one future moment, that one achievement that promises to finally unlock fulfillment. You can picture it so clearly. The promotion, the new house, the number on the scale, the end of a long and difficult chapter. By the end of our time together, you will see that finish line for what it is, and you'll learn how to stop running toward it forever. Imagine a man named Daniel. For 12 years, his entire identity was built around a single goal: making partner at his law firm. It was his answer for everything: why he missed dinners, why he was always tired, why he couldn't take a real vacation. It was all for the partnership. He saw it as a key that would unlock a different life, one with more respect, more freedom, and a quiet sense of having finally arrived. He told himself, "I'll be happy when I make partner." And then, one Tuesday afternoon he did. The first week was a blur of congratulations and champagne. He sat in his new corner office, the one he had coveted for years, and felt a surge of pride. It was real. He had done it. By the second week, the emails started piling up. The new responsibilities brought new kinds of pressure. The problems were bigger, the stakes higher. By the end of the first month, he'd look up from his desk at 9 p.m. with the same familiar knot of stress in his stomach and realize something unsettling. The feeling was gone. The view was nice. The title was on the door. But the deep, transformative happiness he had banked on for over a decade was nowhere to be found. It was just another Tuesday. Think about the last big when in your own life. The day you got the degree. The day you moved into your own place. The day you finally got the job you wanted. Feel the memory of that moment. How long did the pure, uncut joy of arrival actually last? A day? A few hours? For most of us, the intensity fades with shocking speed. The extraordinary becomes ordinary. The new reality just becomes reality. And soon, almost unconsciously, the mind begins scanning the horizon for the next finish line. A new when to strive for. This cycle feels deeply personal, like a unique flaw in our own character. But what if it's a universal feature of our operating system? A setting we never chose? This pattern has a name. Researchers call it hedonic adaptation. It's a foundational principle of how your mind works. Your brain is a change detection machine, brilliantly optimized to notice what's new, what's different, what's better or worse than the baseline. That's how our ancestors survived. A static, unchanging environment, even a pleasant one, quickly becomes background noise. Your brain gets used to it. It recalibrates. The new, higher salary becomes your new 0 point. The bigger house becomes the familiar backdrop of your life. The initial thrill of a new relationship settles into a comfortable everyday rhythm. The system is designed to return to a relatively stable baseline of happiness, regardless of external circumstances. A landmark study from the 1970s looked at 3 groups of people: recent lottery winners, individuals who had recently become paralyzed in accidents, and a control group. The lottery winners experienced a huge initial spike in happiness, as you'd expect. The accident victims experienced a devastating drop. But when researchers followed up with them a year later, the results were stunning. The lottery winners were on average no happier than the control group. In some cases, they were less happy finding that everyday pleasures, like talking with a friend or reading a book, had lost their flavor. And the accident victims, while still facing immense challenges, had largely adapted to their new reality and reported happiness levels much closer to their pre-accident state than anyone would have predicted. Their baselines had reset. Your brain's ancient survival wiring wants you to stay hungry. It wants you to keep seeking, striving, improving. It rewards the pursuit, the hunt, the climb. The state of arrival is neurologically uninteresting. A solved problem offers no dopamine, so your brain manufactures a new problem, a new itch, a new horizon to chase. This internal mechanism is a powerful engine for progress. It's why we build civilizations and discover new frontiers. It's also the engine of a quiet personal misery, trapping you on a treadmill where the scenery improves, but your feeling of forward motion is an illusion. So if our own biology is pushing us onto this treadmill, are we simply fated to run on it forever? The machine isn't just inside you, it's all around you. Our entire culture is built on the promise of destination happiness. Think about it. The movie ends when the hero gets the girl. The storybook closes when they live happily ever after. The advertisement shows the radiant, smiling person after they've purchased the product, never the mundane reality of owning it a year later. We are conditioned from birth to see happiness as an acquisition, a prize you win at the end of a struggle. We're taught to pursue nouns: the job, the house, the car, the partner, the title. And in the modern world, this conditioning is weaponized. Social media platforms are giant, curated museums of other people's finish lines. You scroll through a feed of engagements, promotions, exotic vacations, and perfectly filtered family photos. You are comparing the messy, unedited, behind-the-scenes footage of your life with the highlight reel of everyone else's. Your chapter 3 is being compared to their chapter 20. This creates an endless, manufactured sense of falling behind. It reinforces the lie that everyone else has arrived and you're the only one still running. The goalpost keeps moving. What starts as "I'll be happy when I graduate" becomes "when I get my first real job." That shifts to "when I get a promotion and can afford a better apartment." That becomes "when I find someone to share my life with." Then, when we get married. Then, when we buy a house. Then, when we have kids. Then, when the kids are finally out of the house. The list is infinite. It's a horizon that recedes at the exact same speed you approach it. You're chasing a phantom, and acknowledging this system both within and without can feel overwhelming. How can you possibly opt out of a game that everyone is playing, a game your own mind is rigged to keep you in? The solution begins with a quiet, fundamental shift in your focus. It's a pivot from the destination to the direction, from the outcome to the process. You have to anchor your identity in the verbs of your life, the actions you take, rather than the nouns you hope to acquire. Let me make this concrete. The thought, "I'll be happy when I lose 20 pounds," is a trap. It places all emotional reward on a future number on a scale. A different approach is to say, "I am the kind of person who honors my body with movement and good food." The satisfaction comes from the evidence of the daily action itself. You feel good today because you went for a walk today. The happiness is a present tense byproduct of your identity in action. Each small act becomes a vote for the type of person you want to be. Showing up to write one page, even a bad one, is a vote for "I am a writer." Choosing to listen without interrupting is a vote for "I am a good partner." Meditating for 3 minutes is a vote for "I am a calm person." The outcome, the finished novel or the peaceful relationship, is a natural consequence of stacking up enough of those votes. The joy is found in the casting of the ballot, in the moment-to-moment experience of living in alignment with your chosen identity. A musician who learns to love the grind of daily practice, the frustrating search for the right phrasing, finds a deep and sustainable well of satisfaction. The applause after the concert is fleeting. The practice is a lifetime. Some will argue that goals are necessary. They give us clarity and motivation. And they're right. Goals are a fantastic rudder. They help you steer, but the trap is mistaking the rudder for the port of call. Use your goal to set a direction. Then, pour all of your attention and energy into the act of sailing. The joy is in mastering the feel of the wind in the sails, the reading of the waves, the subtle adjustments of the tiller. It's in the doing of the journey. Staring at the distant dot on the horizon only serves to remind you how far you have to go. But what happens when the journey itself is the reward? What happens on those hard days when the wind dies and the waves are choppy, and the process is just a grind? There's a well-documented phenomenon among high achievers. It's sometimes called post-goal depression. Olympic athletes are famous for experiencing this after the games are over. Entrepreneurs feel it after selling the company they spent a decade building. The very thing that gave their life structure, purpose, and a clear set of daily priorities is suddenly gone. They've reached the summit, and all they find is more mountain range and a profound sense of emptiness. The goal, was never the real prize. The real prize was the pursuit itself. It was the clear, unambiguous purpose that got them out of bed every morning. The struggle gave them a story to live inside. The solution, then, is to consciously design your life around systems and practices that are inherently meaningful to you, completely independent of their results. You have to fall in love with the process. Find a challenge that absorbs you so completely that you lose track of time. This is the state of flow. It might be coding, gardening, painting, mentoring a junior colleague, or mastering a complex recipe. It's any activity where the challenge level is perfectly matched to your skill level, pushing you just slightly beyond your comfort zone. In these moments, the when dissolves. There is only now. There is only the work itself. Think about a master carpenter. Her satisfaction is in the scent of cedar, the precision of a dovetail joint, the smooth finish of a hand-planed surface. The finished table is beautiful. It's proof of her skill. But the deep joy was in the carpentry. Happiness lives in the verbs. It lives in the active, dynamic process of creating, connecting, learning, building, and becoming. It's found in the friction and the focus, in the problem solving and the gradual mastery. It's always been right there, hidden in plain sight, disguised as work. The sentence, "I'll be happy when," is built on a fundamental misunderstanding of happiness. It frames it as a static location you arrive at, a destination on a map, a treasure to be unearthed. It's a noun. This is the core illusion. Happiness is a verb. It's a way of being in the world. It's something you do. It's the feeling of competence rising in you as you untangle a difficult problem. It's the warmth of genuine connection when you are fully present with another human being. It's the quiet pride that comes from keeping a promise to yourself. These experiences are available to you right now, in this moment, within the imperfect circumstances of your actual life. You are not waiting on a future event to grant you permission to be happy. Happiness has been waiting patiently for your attention. It's in the taste of your morning coffee, if you choose to notice it. It's in the challenge of the task in front of you, if you choose to engage with it. It's in the simple act of taking one deep breath. It's woven into the messy, complicated, ongoing process of living. The finish line was a distraction. The race itself is the prize. Starting right now, this moment, let the when fall away. The question is simply, what are you doing?